We expect some federal intervention regarding the coronavirus response in Louisiana. Today, Vice President Pence will be traveling to Baton Rouge. He's meeting with Governor John Bel Edwards and his healthcare team on the state's efforts to combat the virus. Pence will follow up with a roundtable discussion at Tiger Stadium focused on reopening school plans and university sports programs. A news conference begins at 3 p.m. Stay with the Eyewitness News for updates. And the vice president's visit comes a day after Louisiana saw more than 1,000 new cases again. There were more than 1,700 reported cases yesterday. That brings the state's total to almost 80,000 cases. There were 7 more deaths. 65 more COVID patients are being treated at hospitals, and 8 more needed the assistance of ventilators.
New coronavirus test sites are open today on the North and South Shore. A free testing site in St. Tammany is accepting everyone without insurance. The site opens at 9 this morning at Celebration Church in Slidell. It's located on Caruso Boulevard. Be sure to bring your ID. And New Orleans, a testing site just opened at Greater Grace Fellowship Church in the East. 300 tests are available. Anyone 2 years old and older can get tested. Testing continues at George Washington Carver High School. That site opens at 9 o'clock. And in Jefferson Parish, daily testing continues at the Ilario Center in West Wego. And later today, tests will be available at Celebration Church in Kenner. That site opens at 4 o'clock.